Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day in my life. Now today's day was full of a couple of my favorite things, skincare and food. I feel like that sounds weird because I try to make every day include skincare and food. And honestly, I try to put things that I love in general in every day, but today's video, I'll be sharing those things specifically with you. Dan and I got to eat some really yummy food at a local taco place and we got a good amount of grocery shopping done as well. Oh, I also did a little bit of cooking on this day and attempted to make homemade chicken noodle soup, which surprisingly, I have never done. I've done lots of veggie soups, but no chicken noodle soups. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. By the way, if you're new to my channel and you didn't know this is actually a series that I do. So I have a whole playlist of tons of these videos. There's a lot of food in there. So with that being said, let's hop right in. So we're starting off this video in one of my favorite rooms in my house, although I just love my house, but we're starting in the bathroom and we're going to start with skincare. Now today's video is sponsored by Dr. Dennis Gross and I'm super excited to be partnering with them specifically on this line and I will explain to you why. It's a brand new line that they're launching called the B3 Adaptive Superfoods line. It's vegan, it's cruelty-free, and the line utilizes B3 adaptive superfoods in a specific effective combination to deliver visible but non-irritating results. Side note, I was just telling Dan that if I had to use one word to describe this line, it's soothing. It feels so good on my skin. I'm actually touching my face right now as I say that. The products include ingredients like niacinamide, also known as vitamin B3, which helps give your skin energy to repair fine lines, reduce breakouts, and redness. The products also contain adaptogens, which are basically naturally sourced herbs that are able to adapt to extreme environmental conditions. Ingredients like rhodiola and ashwagandha. They also include nutrient-dense superfoods that help to heal and repair skin, like avocado, acai, turmeric, cacao, kiwi, and goji. These products are specifically targeted to help stress-proof your skin. Stress from day-to-day life can show up on our faces, obviously, in the form of red patches, dryness and dullness, fine lines and wrinkles, tired eyes, dark circles, and so all of these ingredients have been specifically picked and then scientifically engineered into these little microcapsules to help correct and prevent and treat visible skin signs of stress. By the way, the microencapsulation thing I mentioned, they say it's a dual layered capsule that first allows for penetration into the skin, and then the second layer absorbs into the cell to deliver freshly preserved ingredients in their most potent form. Like I said, this line has just felt super soothing on my skin and makes it feel extra moisturized without feeling greasy. This is kind of crazy too, but these products have been clinically proven to significantly reduce the 5 signs of stress-induced aging in 1 week. So talk about quick results. So the products officially launched December 26th online and are available in stores on January 3rd. I will have links down below to check out the products on both Sephora.com as well as drdennisgross.com. So you guys know my day in my lives are all over the place, and especially being pregnant. This might have been the day before, this might have been the day after, but Dan and I decided that we wanted to go to a local Mexican place where we love buying and stocking up on their hot sauce. We also like their food. It's a little heavy for me, so I won't eat there very often, but it's really tasty. It's called Taqueria San Luis. So Dan and I just hung out, gave each other a kiss, and then walked back to the truck. He opened the door like a gentleman. Yes, Dan, yes. And then we hung out and ate food in the truck. Like I said, this food is so good. It is so heavy. We get their quesadilla and their carne asada tacos, and we just kind of split everything. I can't eat here often. It was really good though on this day. And we decided to get the tacos because we wanted to get the hot sauce. We actually bring it home and we freeze it in ice cube trays. You'll see that later. Anyways, after this, we made our way to one of my favorite places on the planet. Is that lame? I don't know. Costco. I love Costco. They have some of the best tasting produce in my opinion. And so we go kind of crazy when we go there. And whenever I get home from Costco, I notice that I'm just eating an abundance of produce. And seriously, I am hardly ever disappointed in Costco's produce. It's really incredible. Their buyers do a great job. Side note, I've been eating blueberries like a mad woman lately. By the way, we buy our Kerrygold butter from Costco in bulk because we go through lots of Kerrygold butter. So on our way home from Costco, we stopped by my favorite local health store, I guess you would say, called the Turnip Truck. And we picked up just a few odds and ends groceries that we couldn't get at Costco or we just specifically wanted to get here. One of those items was goat cheese. I have to buy it in a smaller amount or it goes bad too fast. I picked up some bay leaves for some soup I wanted to make, some organic Dijon mustard, and this raw, unfiltered, organic honey from the brand Wholesome that I have been obsessed with having with unsweetened, full-fat Greek yogurt. I also got some of this Alden's organic vanilla ice cream, as well as some Alter Eco burnt caramel chocolate. So #health goals. I am a walking example of health. On our way home, Dan wanted to stop by Ugly Mugs, which is his favorite coffee shop. I thought I'd show you how beautiful the sky was looking. And then I felt baby pee moving. Watch my belly, and if you don't see it, rewatch this clip a few times because he's wiggling around a lot. And I just thought I would share. Dan brought me a mango green iced tea. I love this tea from them. And then when we got home, Dan had to say hi to Bowsen, our little mini horse. Oh, I love him so much. Watching this while I'm talking, all I feel is just straight love for you, Bowser. Side note, I had received this package earlier that I didn't know came, that Dan had opened for me. I'm super excited to try this shampoo and conditioner because it smells amazing and it's on the more natural side of life. Then I remembered that we had a couple of packages on the door I had seen when we were pulling back home from our shopping trip. And so I decided to pull those in because one of them specifically I was very excited about. On Black Friday, I purchased a Snuggle Me Organic for baby P. And so I brought that in and was just so excited to open that up. But once again, being the top standard for health among pregnant ladies, I decided to have some of that organic ice cream and a Newman's Oat cookie chopped on top with my iced tea while I opened my package. It just felt like a happy moment. Ice cream, seeing my baby's future bed. Then I proceeded to fall down a wormhole of 20 minutes of looking at the Snuggle Me Organic Instagram because the pictures are so cute. And I just can't believe that our baby is going to be lying in that bed in anywhere from 5 to 7 weeks. Pinch me. So, don't pinch me, but while I was doing that, Dan started to freeze our hot sauce. I mentioned that to you earlier, that we buy this hot sauce in bulk and then we freeze it in ice cubes. And we've started doing that with a lot of sauces and things that we like, but maybe don't like in large amounts or use over time. One of you guys actually suggested this to us in the comments and I thought it was brilliant. And so now we have been doing this and we pop one out of the freezer whenever we want to use it. Now we're getting really good at making sure I get in a walk every day. I mean, I'm on my feet a lot of days, but I feel like taking laps around the neighborhood every day really guarantees I'm getting in my much needed pregnant lady steps, especially after that bowl of ice cream. Now all the Christmas lights are out, so it's really beautiful. Christmas lights are honestly my favorite thing about this time of year. So we just soaked up the fresh air, chatted about the day, and walked around the hood. I thought I would show you what's going on in my tower garden. I have been harvesting a ton of lettuce lately. The basil plant was already very primed and ready to be made into another batch of pesto, which is great because if you saw my day in my life a couple videos ago, I made some pesto and I spilled like 80% of it. And it just so happened that the plant grew back really fast and even more lush. So at this point, I made my way downstairs and Dan was actually working on making his famous homemade beef jerky, and I decided to just make a random dinner. So I had a BLT on sourdough bread with lettuce that I pulled from the tower garden, as well as a couple of macadamia nuts. I also had some of those pickled asparagus, and I even had a small bowl of that yogurt with some chopped up apples, I believe, a handful of hemp seeds, and some of that raw unfiltered honey. And I also had extra greens from the tower garden with some chopped avocado, olive oil, and lemon juice on top as a dressing. By the way, if you've never tried pickled asparagus, we buy this at Costco as well. It's so good, and it's Bowser approved. Yay! Does that mean anything? I feel like everything is Bowser approved. It's me and Dan approved, okay? But yeah, my dinner was really good. Okay, so back to some random cooking. I was craving chicken noodle soup for like a week. I decided to take a swing at making some in my crock pot. This, by the way, I think actually might have been like a day or two earlier. Once again, just roll with me here. So I chopped up some carrots and some celery, as well as some sweet white onion, threw that in the crock pot. Then I added maybe like 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, as well as some chicken and some pepper and salt. Then I added a bunch of water straight from my Berkey. I'm obsessed with my Berkey, and I really need to do a review one of these days because it is incredible tasting water. Anyways, poured that in, and then I took a little bit of this organic veggie bouillon and put that in the mix as well. Then I threw in a bay leaf. This was the last of my other bay leaves. That's why I had to buy the new little container of bay leaves. I also threw in some oregano, a little bit of rosemary just because I felt like it. And then I set my crock pot to high, which is the 4-hour setting, let it cook. And then at the very end, I threw in some of these egg noodles that I got from Trader Joe's a while ago and let them cook for maybe like 10 minutes. Then I chopped up a ton of fresh parsley from my tower garden, threw that into the soup, as well as a ton of fresh squeezed lemon juice, because would it even be a video of mine without a ton of fresh squeezed lemon juice? And then I scooped myself a bowl. Now I will say, this was really good as I was eating it, but the longer it sat, the less I liked it. So I don't know if it was just a bad recipe that I did. I mean, I tend to just throw food together, or if it was the length of time of the noodles sitting in there, or just my weird pregnancy taste buds, but it was good the night that I ate it. We'll say that. By the way, random, but Suja actually sent me a bunch of these immunity boost shots, and Dan and I each decided to have one this night. So I had the turmeric shot and Dan had the elderberry shot, and these also come mixed with probiotics. I love this kind of stuff, especially this time of year. Dan filmed this footage, by the way, because he thinks it's hilarious when Bowser patters his tail up and down. And then here's a random update of my lemon tree. Those flowers, by the way, guys, I think are officially about to turn into lemons because they're starting to burst. That's an update I'll give you later, but that's the gist. So I hope that you guys liked this video. If you are interested in the Dr. Dennis Gross skincare products I showed at the beginning, like I mentioned, I will have all of that information linked in my info box below. And if you are still listening to my voice, don't forget to check the info box also for today's giveaway. I like to do giveaways pretty much in every video. I call them semi-secret because I don't really put it in the title, but I tell you guys that like stay to the end and listen. It's a way for me to say thank you to you for supporting my channel. So good luck with that. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. T-minus so soon. It's unbelievable till my baby gets here. Okay, that was a weird ending, but I am in shock. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye, guys.